are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bears going up against the Vikings. With that, let's get up to Minneapolis as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go! 3,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Now Goff on first down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The throw on 2nd down is gone. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
Third and 4.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
from the gun on third down. Goff. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
To the air again. Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Gone. It's Hill. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Play action. Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Throwing on third. Goff. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and just 1. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
First down carry now for Crowell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Crowell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Crowell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
This will be caught at about the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
All right, here we go.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Vikings, they come up big down near. A long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Shift together here from the D-line. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
All right, partner, it feels good to be sitting up here next to you because neither one of us is that returner. He's going to get an earful when he gets to the bench, having coughed up the football, even though they were fortunate enough to get it back.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And that'll be Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. So we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Bears. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Crowell. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. So the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 6 plays got them down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. That's what we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Finding time. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's brought down. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
All right, now, look here.
On the counter, it's Crowell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And that is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, we got three. Three down. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
A give to Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run with Crowell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here At the 38. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got time. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On second down, here's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Crowell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Hurry up,
play action. They'll throw. And he finds his target. It's sharp. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Well, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A screen complete to Crowell. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Now let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay inbounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Goff on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
Goff. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Goff on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Play action. It's Goff. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And quickly they get to the line.
That's a good...
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jared Goff, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Goff looking to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here we go now. Green, 31. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hot! Hot!
He's back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. That'll bring up second down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Take 4, take 4. Set, blue, 90. Over. Flare.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now look at him go. 30. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.